this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here for a bit of a play with these gorgeous water-based brush pens from Arteza. If you've seen my recent video where I have been using the lovely Tempera paints, or temper paints, I'm still not sure how to pronounce that, so I do apologise. So yes, today I thought we'll come along and we'll have a play with these gorgeous pens. Sorry. So my daughter and I have now used these because I opened them the other day, and then obviously I still haven't had a chance to use them because I had been playing with the paints. But my daughter obviously was very excited to have a go with these. So yeah, we did some, you know, painting with these. So I do apologise because they're no longer kind of really organised in colours as they first were. But they're a pack of 96. Now I just want to kind of say that, you know, I was gifted these by Arteza. So, you know, I didn't actually pay for my set, which is absolutely awesome. I do have a discount code, which is in the video description below. So if you want to go and purchase these, I mean, they're absolutely just lovely. If I just turn them up, so as you can see, I mean, those are the colours. Aren't they just gorgeous? So we've got kind of hours and hours and hours of, you know, fun playing with all of these gorgeous pens. Oops, I think I've now turned them up the wrong way. Oh dear. Okay, so they're absolutely gorgeous, and yeah, let's get playing and see what we can create. So okay, so I'm going to use these watercolor sheets. They're A4 in size, but they're actually individual sheets. They weren't a pad or anything like that. They're actual, you know, individual sheets. They are quite thick. They're not kind of you know, like copy paper thickness. These are probably more like 200 GSM you know, in thickness. So I'm just going to move that to one side. And I'm just going to quickly wipe the table just in case it's at all messy before I put that down. And what I'd like to do is have a go at drawing some or painting some hot air balloons. Now, I'm no painter, no artist, you know, so yeah, this is very much wing and a prayer type stuff. But I'd like to paint some to be able to put into an art journal layout. So let's have a go and see what we come up with. And what I thought I'd do is just use a pencil first to get my basic shape, and then I'm going to go in and obviously colour it in with the watercolour paints, or, you know, brushes. So I'm just going to kind of do a few. So just, you know, just getting some sort of hot air balloon shape there, and then probably want to kind of round the end a bit like that. Okay. That's probably a bit ginormous, to be honest, but never mind. And then now, trying to work out, would I go down the middle first? Possibly down the middle first. And then work out to the edges. So probably want to have kind of line there, and then maybe another one. Oh, this is a bit tricky. Okay, so like that. And then again, line here, well, and then a line here. I mean, of course, you know, I'm not aiming for perfection, so hopefully they're going to be good enough. And then I would want sort of a basket, you know, just down beneath the hot air balloon. So, you know, oh gosh, that's just hideous, isn't it? Okay, right, so something like that. And then I will fill in the strings, you know, afterwards, I'm thinking. So I'm just going to draw a few of those, because then hopefully we can do some with different colours and things like that, and hopefully different sizes too. So I'll try and make this one a little bit smaller, like that. Oh my gosh, this one's like really long now. Okay, so again, just kind of go down the middle for that centre stripe, and that one, another one here. Whoa. And then there. Wow, that just looks terrible, doesn't it? Never mind. And then we'll just have a little basket hanging down here. Okay. Oh my goodness, I'm really messing up that basket. I mean, it doesn't matter too much because I'm going to be cutting these out. They're not going to be staying on the page. So I mean, touch wood, you know, it's all going to be fine. I really would like to do some smaller ones. I seem to struggle when doing it small. You know, doing anything in a smaller size, it just ends up humongous. So Okay, let's try again. Okay, down the middle and the side. Oops, like that. Oh gosh, look at those lines. They look terrible, don't they? Okay, right. So there's our little basket there. Right, let's try one more. So again, going to try for quite a small one. Oh, like that. And then just round that off here. And then down here. Trying to do these a bit more curvy because that one was very straight. I mean, I'm hoping that once I kind of paint these, they're going to just be disguised and look okay. I mean, so far they're not looking brilliant, but hopefully once we paint them, they're going to look much, much better. So I'm going to take some paints, and I've got some colours out here. So I want to have kind of a bit of a mixture really going on. So let's just select some colours that hopefully are going to look, you know, just super pretty together. Should we try these? I mean, I love colour, so the colours in these sets are just awesome. And there's such a huge range. So, yeah, I'm in my element now, being able to select from such an abundance of gorgeous, gorgeous colours. And I probably would want some sort of brown or something for the baskets. I mean, I guess the baskets don't really have to be brown, do they? But let's just take out a couple of those like that. I mean, that's kind of grey, but maybe bluey. I don't know. And let's have a look from here. Do we want any of the pinks? I mean, they're quite pretty too. Maybe this kind of shade. Okay, and then I've got the oranges and things. And this one came with the water brush pen as well. I'm just going to take, I think, this one. Okay, right, let's see how we get on. So fingers crossed these are going to now come to life and look a bit more like hot air balloons. I mean, of course, they're not going to look, you know, amazing because I'm not, you know, I'm not terribly great with the whole painting. But, you know, we're just doing something to have a little bit of fun here and having a play with these gorgeous pens. So just going to go in and wet my brush first. So let's go in here. Oh, what a lovely colour. Okay, I'm just going to dip it in the water again. Oh, that's a gorgeous colour, isn't it? Oh, it feels very nice to use. It's very relaxing. Okay, right. And should we go, are we going to have to just 2 colours or 3? Kind of thinking 3 maybe. So yeah, I'll put this one down here on this side. Oops. Okay. Looking really nice. And I wonder if I could kind of now darken slightly, you know, when it comes down to the bottom or something. So let's try and do that a bit. So as we get a bit more life going on perhaps here. Okay. Okay, that's that one. And what colour should we mix that with? Should we go for just like this colour? I don't know. No, this might be too pale, but oh, maybe it's going to be quite pretty actually. Again, just kind of dip it into that water a bit more. Okay. Okay, and then I think we'll probably have to go for this one, this side now. Okie dokie. Oops. Suddenly realised my mistake because I used a watercolour pencil to draw my shape. Oops, my basic shape, and of course that's now blending into my colours, so it's kind of distorting the colours, and I hadn't really factored that in. Well, I hadn't factored that in at all. So yeah, that's kind of something to avoid, I guess, really, is don't use a watercolour pencil because you're going to end up, you know, blurring that in, and then it's going to be just changing the colours that you originally picked. So let's go for this one. Okay. Oh, I wonder whether I could just blend in a little bit down here as well. Because otherwise I feel like now this colour doesn't really kind of look right at all. Okay. Oh dear. Oh, not very good, is it? Okay. I mean, luckily these are gorgeous and blending, you know, really nicely. Otherwise, yes, it might be not going so well. So that's that. And then now for the basket, shall we do like a brownie? Just do the brown first. Again, you know, I did obviously use that watercolour pencil, so, you know, not ideal, but never mind. Oh, it's such a lovely day today. The sun's shining. It just, oh, it feels like it's spring. I mean, it's quite chilly still, but it does feel like spring's on its way. I don't know when this video will go up, so if spring is well and truly here by the time this goes up, it's because I've filmed ahead. It's not because I've literally gone mad and spring's actually already here. Yeah, I'm filming this ahead, so it's actually quite chilly still, but it's a very gorgeous, bright day. Right, now just wondering whether I could kind of like fill in some of these kind of bits of it here. Oh dear. Not sure this is going quite so well now. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. Okay. And just kind of maybe just try and, oops, blurred, merge it from the top, so. Okay, and come down a bit. Okay, right, so that's that one. And then I'm wondering whether to do, I was thinking I was going to just do it with a pen. I don't know whether I'm going to be able to do this fine enough. Let me just try a little bit here, because I'm going to cut these out. So, well, let's try, shall we? So I want to just come down here. Do you think my basket's a bit far away from the side? Sorry, a bit far away from the balloon. Not the side, but the balloon. I wonder if actually I need a bit more of a kind of in-depth basket. So just going to go around there with that brown, and then we'll just fill that in with a bit of this. So again, let's just dip that in. Okay, not too bad. So let's just paint around the edge of that basket. Okay. And just dip that in the water again. So sorry if this is now kind of off the screen. I should have really cut this piece of paper down so that it was a bit smaller to actually have on my desk. Okay, well that doesn't look too bad. Just kind of bring it in there a bit. Okay, quite cute, I think. And then what I might do is put something like spots or something like that, or maybe a little bow or something. I'm not sure. So let's do another one. Let's do another one in a different colour. So let's use this gorgeous bluey green. Ah, couldn't wait to use this. Okay. be this side one. Okay. Right, and shall we mix it with this one? Again, I don't know. Let's just test that out there. It's quite blue, but hopefully it would look okay. So take that to that edge. Oh, isn't that just the prettiest colour? It's very pretty, isn't it? Oh, what have I done there? Do I want it here? Oh, I can't work out where that needs to go now. Oh well, never mind. We'll put it down here. Let's hope for the best. Hope that's not in a really peculiar place. Okay. And then I guess we can just kind of fill in a bit like that. And we just go around here and like that. Okay. Okie dokie. And then the other, you know, those other two bits, I think we're just filling with, again, let's just do like the quite a neutral colour. So we'll just fill them in with the this sort of vanilla-y type colour. Like that. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just going around now that edge, trying to kind of emphasise that edge a bit. And just a bit in the middle as well. And we'll just go down here. Yay. Okay, right, just dip it back in to the water for a moment. Okay. I should have really done a bit of a prototype, shouldn't I, of these before coming straight on thinking I was going to just start painting these, but never mind. Okay, well that looks quite pretty, I think. So then let's do the basket, and we'll do this one in this brown. Okay. And again, kind of in hindsight, I need to do that sort of 3D type thing going on, don't I, with the basket? So, oh my goodness, what have I done here? I mean, anything I really don't like the look of, I can obviously cut off, because this is going to be cut out. So, yeah, if that basket's looking just like the most shocking shape, I can obviously just cut it out, I suppose. So, just going to go around there like that. Not liking this basket, to be honest. I feel like it just looks terrible, so I'm just going to try and improve it a bit. Not sure as it's getting much better, to be honest. It's looking pretty diabolical, but never mind. Right, let's just see what colour this is. So I might do my little strings. Well, hopefully they're a bit more than strings, obviously holding up the whole the whole balloon to the basket, but you know, these things. And then just shape that in. Okay, so that looks quite pretty. Oh, I much prefer this one to this one. I think this one, the basket's just atrocious, to be honest. I'm not quite sure what happened with that, but yeah. It may be that actually this is a bit too too dark, and maybe I could try and take some of the colour off with a wet wipe. Again, you know, this is new techniques for me, so I'm hoping that this is going to work and I'm not going to just spoil it. Okay, well, not a lot is lifting, I have to say. Yeah, not a great deal is lifting from there, but I mean, it is coming off, but I don't want to kind of do it too much that then I end up, you know, like pilling the paper. So yeah, perhaps I'll just leave it like that. So might do now just a couple of, purple and blue. So, oops, I can't really see now where my water is. Okay, right. Let's just go down here. Okay. Oops. Then go to this one. Okay, and then let's mix that with the blue. Aren't they just such pretty colours? And, you know, as well, I'm sure I mentioned this in the other video, but Arteza have actually got a YouTube channel and they've got loads of videos on there of tips of how to use all their products and things. So it's definitely worth having a look over there because, you know, I obviously did have a look over there before I came on to do the video just to get some, you know, some tips and things of how to use the pens. So yeah, do have a look if you get a chance because there's lots of nice things on there. You know, nice projects and things. I mean, most of them I have to say were a little bit on the advanced side for me, but definitely worth having a look. Right, just going in there. Trying to just blend that in a bit. Okay. And I'm just going to now just take my purple. Okay. Okie dokie, so let's do the basket now. And unfortunately, I did not make a mental note as to which pen I used, which I probably should have done because now I'm starting from scratch again. Okay. Well, hopefully it was this one. It looks like it probably was this. Okay. And then just round the back as well, like that. Okay, and we'll just fill in the centre. Like that. We'll just do the... There's probably an official word for this. I mean, it might just be ropes, I guess, like the hot air balloon ropes, you know, like you'd get on a... I don't know, on boat sails or something. Maybe they're called ropes, I'm not sure. Right, so that's my hot air balloons. I mean, to be honest, you know, they are quite basic, but they look quite cute, don't they? So I'm going to cut these out and then I'm going to come back. So hold on. Okay, so these are my little hot air balloons, so looking super cute. And then I've just had a little bit of a play around because what I'd like to do is now just have some little flowers to go, you know, alongside on the page with my hot air balloons. So I'm just going to bring in my paper again. I'm going to just cut it down so I haven't got such a great big piece on my desk and it's not then so tricky, you know, working with it. Now, these are obviously very, very, very basic flowers. And yeah, no kind of particular way of doing them really, but I just literally kind of drew a few petals like just round, like it, you know, like this. Okay, and then just kind of build the colour up a little bit like that, and then just take it into the middle with some water. And I mean, obviously it's looking pretty rubbish so far, but I mean, hopefully we're going to kind of build it up and it will look a bit better. So that's that, and then let's go in with another colour. We just want to kind of do maybe a couple of like petals inside. This might now be a bit wet and so nothing's really showing up here. So let's just drag that colour down instead. Okay, so I'm just going to go round the edge instead, just kind of on one side of each of these little petals. Just see how they go. Okay, just want to kind of bring it in and get some other colour going on there. I mean, don't forget as well, you know, I'm cutting these out, so anywhere where they look really scruffy and awful on the side doesn't really matter too much because I'm going to be cutting them out. Okay, and then let's go for a sort of darker colour, a bit like we have done on this one. Again, let me just check it's not wet. Yeah, so I'm just going to, yeah, probably this way up. Just going to literally just draw some lines. I mean, this is, yeah, it's a little bit wet from the water I'd added, but and then just do some little dots in there. Hopefully kind of just taking on the bit of an appearance of like the centre of a flower. And just bringing some of that colour up to the edges of those petals. So, oh dear, this is now going not so great. It's looking very dark, isn't it? So again, I wonder if I can just take my wet wipe and dab off a little bit of that. Oh, no, it's not really coming off very well. Okay. Okay, well, never mind. Let's try and work with it now that we've got it on there. So just trying to kind of blend that in a bit better. I mean, these are very pigmented and very bright colours, I have to say. So if you're a little bit like me and quite heavy-handed, you know, you'd have to be a little bit careful and a bit aware of that. So, yeah. Okay. Let's just get that water off again. Okay. Well, it's not too bad. I mean, it's not the best, but it's not the worst. So I wonder if we could put some brown or something in there to try and make that look a bit better. Don't know if that's quite right, but let's have a look. Okay. And then let's go back in with the lilac. So again, just kind of wet that a bit. I think probably this is now getting all a little bit too saturated and a bit wet. Okay. Yeah, I think it's quite wet now. But it doesn't look too bad. So, I mean, I have to say, typically the one that I did just now as my kind of prototype went a lot better. Which of course, wouldn't it, you know, because I was doing it not on camera. So let's have a go at doing another one and see whether it goes a bit better. So let's start with this colour. Just do those kind of, you know, 5 5 petals. Like that. Okay. Okie dokie. And then just want to go in with the slightly darker colour around the edge. Shall we try mixing it up with the blue? Let's try and do something a bit different. Okay. Can't believe how nice the weather looks outside. I know I said it already, but wow, just looks like such a gorgeous day. And it's been really miserable lately as well. You know, at the point where I'm filming this, it's been really quite miserable and grey and, you know, raining a lot. So today's just, oh, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so that's that one. And then, yeah, I mean, once I've cut that out, hopefully it's going to be a bit, you know, a bit more apparent. So let's just try. Did I use this? I can't remember whether I've used this or not, to be honest. So I'll try and get my flowers a bit more, you know, properly shaped now. So otherwise I'm going to struggle to cut them out. So like that. Okay. And then I'm just going to go in again to that centre and do some of those little lines coming out. And just some kind of dots there. Okay, and then might just quickly try and just, you know, blend that in a bit from the edges. Like that. Okie dokie. Okay, just, yeah. I mean, again, it's not brilliant, but, you know, I'm just hoping that it's going to look a bit better once it's cut out. So that's those two. And then I did this little rosebud. These are a bit like my rosebuds that I've got actually in my shop that I've done previously. And all I did was just literally do, oops, let me just dab that off because it's a little bit watery at the moment to actually be seen. Okay, so we've got some colour through there now. And then all I did was literally a kind of centre and then just build up around the edges. Like that. And then you can go in with a different colour. So I might just take a, did I bring a pink along? I don't think I did. So I'm just going to get a pink and, you know, hopefully try and kind of get it quite wet. Okay, and then just fill in kind of in the inside of the rose like that. Okay. I mean, I guess you could kind of probably build it up with a bit more something else as well. So should we take in, wow, I've got really quite a dark colour here. So this might be, wow, just a huge mistake, but let's have a go. Because you just don't know, do you? If you don't try things, you know, you never know. So go around there like that. Okay, so that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? And then what I did was I just did a couple of leaves to the side. So again, just get a green and then just really, you know, do kind of a couple of little leaves. So one and then just another one like that. And then I just took another green for just in the centre. Just kind of coloured that in. Like that. Okay. So, I mean, really super cute. I mean, I have to say, I much prefer the little rosebud to these flowers, which just look shocking. But having said that, I'm hoping that once this is dried off, you know, I might still be able to transform them. So we'll see. So that's a few little elements that I'm going to use in my next art journal layout. And I mean, as I say, I'm, you know, no artist or anything. So if I can do it, you can definitely do it. And yeah, we'll come back and we'll see kind of how we get on doing just a couple of little things there to put into my art journal. So yeah, I hope you'll join me next time. And thank you so much for watching and I will see you soon. Thanks then. Bye.